This is Real Life, one of the most popular reality shows on television. John and Kate plus 8 follows the Gosselin family, a chaotic crowd of twins, sextuplets, and now Kate has found the time to write about their family in a beautiful new book. It is called Multiple Blessings, and we're going to meet them all in a minute. They're being so good right now. But first, here's their story. Once upon a time, there were just two, John and Kate, who got married and wanted to have a family. With the doctor's help, the couple soon had twins, two princesses named Kara and Madeline. Then the little family decided that it was time to grow a little bigger. Little did they know that they would grow much bigger. Kate had sextuplets, 3 boys and 3 girls. Leah, Aiden, Alexis, Hannah, Colin, and Joel. And they became John and Kate plus 8, a growing family growing up one day at a time.
If you want an ice cream cone, you gotta eat your vegetables.
Now, with 2 second graders and 6 preschoolers, their days are always hectic. And sometimes, well, a bit of a challenge. But always filled with love. And they say multiple blessings. And now, meet the Goslins. Here's John and Kate and plus 8, and I'll let, first of all, good morning to you all.
Morning to you.
Good morning. I'll let you do the honors. Introduce us all.
We have Leah, Alexis, Aiden, Joel, Colin,
Maddie,
Kara, and Hannah.
Yeah, Maddie and Kara, they just turned, you just turned 8 years old, right? So that's why you're like, I can say my own name, right?
I get mad when Mommy says my name for me.
Oh, see, I'm Maddie, right? Yes,
Yeah.
I've seen this one. I've seen this one. Okay, so y'all went to go see Mary Poppins. Was it fun last night?
Yes.
Yeah? Did you have a good time?
You can sing just a spoonful of sugar.
Makes the medicine go down. Mary Poppins did it much better than I did. You know, first of all, to have you all here this morning, and how was it this early in the morning, getting them all here?
We did it. We're here now.
We always oversleep, but we always get to the right place.
But it always happens.
It always
has
happens.
to. We have so many questions from our viewers. You have a lot of people that watch your show and just are so curious in how you do so many things. But I want to ask the first question. Kate, how'd you find time to write a book?
You know, it was one of those things where, as we were living it in those early years, so many people would say, you need to write a book. And my joke was, oh yeah, in my spare time, right?
Sure. And
slowly it happened because our goal was to record those memories before we forgot them for the kids. I basically wrote it. I didn't care if it was never published. I just wanted it recorded for the kids, for them to know how much they were wanted and loved. And so little by little, it took us a year and a half to record it all, just the initial draft, and we got it done.
So imagine life is so full. Everything I can see right now, it's constant motion and going.
Yep.
So we have some questions from our viewers, and they want to know, John, how the show get started?
Well, the show got started, basically, I had a website, and the producers of our show contacted me through our website, and we had a 1-hour documentary, then a second 1 hour, and all of a sudden, John and Kate plus 8 started.
It just kind of happened like that.
Just kind of rolled into the series.
And Kate, we have seen you, and you've even admitted in your book that a little bit of a control freak, as you put it. You like to be just a wee bit. You wrote it. So how is it like having a camera crew there in your home constantly?
Well, as you read probably in our book, Multiple Blessings, my control is relaxing. I'm a little too much to control anymore, and I do like things in order, and I've met my match, and I've realized I'll go over the edge if I don't chill out a little bit. So the me you see now is less controlled than the me you used to see, right?
John?
Say yes.
I agree. She used to be way over the top.
It's a lot. I
had to bring it down a little
figured out some coping mechanisms to get through the day and just to do it. And I really feel like in all of it, this was God's lesson to me, that He controls my life, I don't.
You have really let the world in to see how everything happens, and it's like nothing is off limits. You even let people know, after having 8 children, that you wanted to have a little procedure done, a tummy tuck, and you allowed us to watch that as well.
Yes, I definitely, didn't set out to show my horrible belly, for that purpose, but I did know that people were curious because moms always complain about their bellies and whatever, and while it was very worth it, I wanted to show mine because even I couldn't believe how horrible it looked. And I feel like it was important. It was one of the best things I've ever done. I would highly recommend it. It's just a very good self-esteem thing, and no amount of exercise was going to get rid of that, so it was awesome.
You have so many people who support you, and when we're doing research on all these blogs out there, too, and there are people that are critical and saying, is it the best move, John, to have your children on TV, in essence, growing up on TV, and what do you say to those folks?
Well, I mean, even if we would just go out in public anyway, we would be stared upon and looked upon. It was an opportunity for us to show the world what it's like. Instead of people contacting us and doing news report after news report, why not just let them into our house and let them see what it's really like?
And you guys keep it real. You certainly do.
That was the initial goal, was to be real. Our book is very real. Our show is very real. And I think to the critical people, a lot of times we just say the major blessing to us that we never could have predicted or planned or worked towards was the fact that we can both work from home and have 8 kids and provide for our family. And I think the thing that also surprised us was the fact that in the end, so many people are inspired by us, just that we keep going. And it doesn't matter if you have 2 kids or 10. Parents do this job over and over and over again every day. You just repeat it and repeat it, and it's the most worth it job ever.
And you're right,
we're having a blast.
Whether you have 2 kids or 8 kids, another question that was asked, like right now, me time, you 2 time. How do you have time just for the 2 of you?
Well, we put the kids
to bed.
We put the kids to bed, and then I bought a porch swing this summer. We run outside and have a nice cup of coffee and discuss the activities of the day. So
it's after the kids are in bed, we spend time together.
But now they're in school. They're in preschool, right?
Yes.
Right. So does that help that now they're in school a little bit?
It does. It's 2 hours a day, 3 days a week, and it does give us a little built-in break. It's, not a babysitter we had to scramble to find to get our stuff done. We pack everything into those 2 hours. So it is kind of nice. It's a very weird feeling. It's going to be very lonely when they go to school.
Oh, well, we're going to have you back in our last half hour because folks also were hoping that you were going to write a book, an organizational book and a cookbook, because you make it all happen on a budget. And so we hear meatloaf is in order in our last half hour.
It is.
Yeah, so Kate's going to teach us how to stretch our family budget. They have been really, really well behaved, all things considered. So.